Myself H.N. Morkar. I am junior college biology teacher. Today we will learn embryonic development, which include cleavage leading to formation of morula, blastulation is formation of blastula or blastocyst, then implantation of blastocyst in endometrium of uterus. Early embryonic development begins with formation of zygote. As soon as zygote is formed, it undergoes repeated cleavage forming embryo. Cleavage is a special type of mitosis which does not involve the growth phase of daughter cells. The cells formed by cleavage are called blastomeres. Since there is no growth phase between the cleavages, the size of blastomeres will be reduced with every successive cleavage. However, the total cytoplasmic mass remains the same as in the zygote. As the size reduces, the metabolic rate increases. Subsequent cleavages are thus faster than earlier ones. This requires rapid replication of DNA and high consumption of oxygen. In human, cleavage is holoblastic, that is, the whole zygote gets divided. Because mammalian egg is alecital, means without yolk. The cleavage planes are meridional, means longitudinal, and equatorial, means horizontal. The cleavage of zygote show radial and indeterminate, that is, fate of each blastomere is not predetermined. The first cleavage of zygote is meridional and occurs at about 30 hours after fertilization. It divides longitudinally into two blastomeres, one slightly larger than the other. The larger one is called as macromere, while smaller one is as micromere. The second cleavage is also longitudinal but at right angle to the first one and occurs after 30 hours of first cleavage. This results in formation of 4 blastomeres. The third cleavage is horizontal. This results in formation of 8 blastomeres. This is known as early morula. As the cleavages are going on, the early embryo is gradually being pushed towards the uterus. By the end of 4th day after fertilization, morula is a solid ball of 16 to 32 blastomeres. This embryo externally looking like mulberry fruit, therefore called as morula. The morula shows cells of two types. Smaller, clearer cell towards the outer side, inner cell mass of larger cells. The cells are compactly arranged in morula. Till the formation of morula, the zona pellucida is retained around the morula. Thus, there is no change in the overall size from zygote to morula. The morula reaches the isthmus of oviduct and gains entry into the uterus by end of day 4. Dear students, observe the images which show embryonic development. Blastulation is the process of formation of hollow and multicellular blastocyst. At the end of cleavage, blastula is formed. Human blastula is called blastocyst, means blastula having blastocele, that is cavity. The embryo, that is blastocyst, that enters the uterus remains floating in the uterine fluid for 2 to 4 days, that is till the end of 7th day of fertilization. Blastocyst consists of a layer of outer cells called trophoblast, mass of inner cells called embryoblast, and fluid-filled cavity called blastocele. As trophoblasts absorb the glycogen-rich uterine fluid, the blastocyst doubles in size from 0.15 mm to 0.30 mm. Embryoblast, that is inner cell mass, develops the embryo proper. The embryoblasts remain attached to trophoblast on one side. The trophoblast cells in contact with embryoblasts are called cells of Rauber. At this stage, the blastocysts show polarity. The site with inner cell mass, that is embryoblast, is called embryonic end, while the side opposite to it is called abembryonic end. By the end of 7th day, the blastocyst is fully formed. It is now ready for implantation and gastrulation. The function of zona pellucida is to prevent the implantation of embryo, that is blastocyst, at an abnormal site. When blastocyst reaches on proper implantation site within the uterus, zona pellucida ruptures. This process is called hatching. The embryo, that is blastocyst, usually implants in the region of fundus of uterus. At the 8th day, the blastocyst attaches itself by its embryonic pole close to endometrium of uterus. The trophoblast cells of embryonic pole have power to stick to uterine wall. It results in formation of two distinct layers, syncytiotrophoblasts and cytotrophoblasts. The outer layer, that is syncytiotrophoblasts, is syncytium, means layer of protoplasm with many nuclei. It gives out processes which extensively invade the endometrium of uterus. The lytic enzymes secreted by trophoblasts rupture the endometrial cells, thereby making a burrow into which the blastocyst, that is embryo, begins to get implanted. By the end of 10th day, the whole blastocyst is deeply embedded into the endometrium, completing the process of implantation. That's all.